3rd of April, over the Easter holidays, myself and Hazel both got a horrible, nasty virus. Oh God, it's dark in here now. We're on a day of deliveries again today. It's back to wet. We took the drill off. We're most likely going to be back fertilising before we're drilling. I don't know what's going on. It's you know, we got our little bit drilled and it's just been wet again ever since. You get 2 nice days, it just starts drying and then a load more rain. Anyway, over the Easter weekend, I hope you all had a nice Easter. Oh, unfortunately it wasn't very nice for myself or Hazel. We both got some sort of virus, put us down for 3 days. I had 3 days off. I've not had that sort of time off work for a very long time. So yeah, it was a bit, but we are feeling a little bit better, both of us. So that's good news, isn't it? Robert's going to put us a pack of straw on. I weren't feeling like filming yesterday, so me, Farmer and Robert, we went and did, well, we, you know, always starts with hay deliveries. When they did a hay delivery, and then we went and mended some of the fences out the back of the side of the farm here. So we went and mended the fences and the bull paddock where the bull went through that fence that day. We went and mended that. We've got a little bit of work in this shed to do later on. Oh, I've got that calf's getting picked up. That's yeah, Farmer had it. I was off sick on the day. Out of a stabiliser. The man will come and pick that calf up and then he'll get booked off. But nothing wrong with that calf. Big strong calf. Me and Dave had to wrestle it back in the pen only a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, mystery illness there. We don't know if it's got stood on. There's no deformities at all. And it looks very, you know, even laid dead there, it looked very healthy. And Farmer didn't notice it the day before, you know, there was nothing going on. But he came in the next morning and the calf was laid there dead. And it was, you know, a bit of a freak death. We don't know what happened, maybe a heart attack or something like that. You know, you do get some freak deaths every year, so I don't know. It's a real shame because it was a lovely calf, that. But anyway, Keithy's gone to go and load a load of fert. We've littered all the cows up. I think we're on hay all day today. And the weather outlook, there's no end to it. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, Farmer's saying the 3rd week of April we'll start deciding whether we're going to plant something or not. You know, it's just not going to be worth it. Everything's expensive, and the cost to put the seed in the ground versus your return on it just won't be viable. So who knows what's going to happen there. We just see, you know, it might just come dry at the end of next week and we crack on with it. But yeah, really annoying. We'll go and take a look at our oats to see if they're germinating. They should be. I'd have thought they'd be germinating by now. Robert's just putting us some hay on. He's just loading us some hay. Yeah, me and Hazel were very, very poorly. Yeah, neither of us been that poorly for a very long time. So, but we are getting there. Yeah, that calf was out of this shed. You know, it's one of the oldest ones. So we can't work that out. You know, we just can't work it out. You know, there's no evidence of calf having scours or anything like that. You know, he just looked like a very healthy young calf that had just died instantly. You know, we've got work to do in this yard. We're scared to start anything because we don't want to start something we can't finish, and at some point it's going to dry. So we don't want to start this concrete if we're not going to get finished, because it leaves a giant hole in the yard and you can't feed up, and it just makes everything a little bit awkward. So likewise with the shed base, you know, we want to start that and finish it. We don't want to just make a mess and come away from it, and then we want to get on with it and do it. So those jobs are going to be done, but it's just a case of as and when. We keep ticking jobs off, you know, we've still got little things to do, and they've got to be done at some point. So Keith is heading off anyway. He's going to unload a load of fert from over at Jim's house. They need another load over there, and if it becomes dry, you know, even dry on top, the fertiliser spin will be back on for second dose. So jobs that still need to be done. We've got about 500 to 600 acres of seed to put in the ground at various farms. We've got all of Peter's, all of Alistair's and all of Graham and Martin's to do. Second dose has got to go on the winter wheat. Second dose of fert has got to go on the winter wheat, the winter barley out here. Farmer's got a load of spraying to do, a ton of spraying. We've got some ploughing to knock down, you know, we've got field work coming out of our ears. We haven't done any harrowing or rolling, you know, that's all still to be done. That's usually what we're doing this time of year. It's usually nice-ish weather and you're able to get the harrows and rolls. Oh, I've forgotten about, I've got to go and get a bale of blimmin' Timothy. That's annoying. Anyway, yeah, lots of work to do, and the stuff we want to do, we can't do, so that's what we're at. Jason has been working on the combine. We caught him actually. I've put him on the spot a bit because he's been working on the combine. So obviously we get you to come and look at it. What does that involve, you know?
Basically winter check over, checking all the belts, bearings, all the blades, anything that moves basically. Doing a small engine service. Quite a bit of work was done for the chains, unloading auger chains. A lot of the belts were changed, variator belts we got to change due to wear and tear. Yeah.
You were telling me last time you had to change one of these real thick ones, weren't you?
Yeah, the main variator one here had to be changed. It was all cracked all the way through the belt. Yeah. Through there. The unloading auger belt cracked all the way through.
Is that easy to do?
You got to take all this off.
Yeah.
Drop it down, get the belt up in underneath and that. But that's the most awkward one. Yeah. But other than that, it's not a problem. And obviously, I showed you when the bushes are gone in this arm here. Yes. So the straw walker variator was shaking back quite badly. Yeah. So we've replaced all the bearings in there and the bushes. Yes. And also the chopper. We've had to replace all the bearings in the chopper drive. And how do you know if they're? You were showing me that you video them, don't you? All going around. Yeah, I videoed the bearings that move so that you can actually see them. And then you slow it down, don't you? Yeah. And then you can see the play in the. You can see the play in it. Yeah. And obviously then the customer can see exactly what the problem is, rather than explaining it over the phone. Are there certain things you do at certain hours? Yeah, you know, certain things you replace at certain hours. Yeah, there's certain things you replace at certain hours, but it's mainly just at wear and tear. The only thing is the hour side is servicing and the greasing. So the engine's right up top. You've done all the oil in there. We've done the oil filters and the fuel filters. We didn't want the hydraulic ones changed, or the oils are okay. Okay. So we top up the oils, check the oils, and obviously change the oil filter and oil. Did the rotor, the chopper, all the chopper blades. All the blades. So where would we find those? Are they something we can see? You might be able to just see underneath there. If you stick your head underneath. Oh yes, up under here. So when the farmer changes the straw and sends it out the back, these blades are obviously spinning tremendously fast, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Yeah. And they shoot, they shoot all the chopped straw out onto the field in a nice even matter. But they were pretty warm, weren't they? They were all warm and very badly damaged. Yeah, I don't think they've been changed for a long time. No. So we've done the whole set on there. And was there anything you found, quite seriously needed looking at? Or? Nothing. Obviously the dehorning plate was the only serious crack and break that we've got in there. Yeah. Which we're going to weld up later. Yeah, we had actually spotted that one. That was the one thing we had spotted. Yeah. But you were saying to me next. So you've done all your major repairs? All the major repairs have been done on the combine itself and the service. And I can see this chain looks new. That's brand new, the unloading auger chain, yeah. That's all been replaced, same as the bubble up auger and the clean lane elevator chain. So over time those changes will stretch? They stretch, get worn, and then you get a lot of play within the linkage. Yeah. And that's when you start getting the wear in the pins and then you get your breakages. And rather have a breakout in the field? Well, rather it now than in the field we're full of grain. Yes. That's when we have problems. Yes. And so we're moving then on to the header now. Yeah. We just got. And I suppose you check this over separately, do you? Yeah. We check at the same time. We check it over. We do a complete check of all the header. Obviously all the sensors, wiring, any rodent damage, wear and tear again. We're going to change the PTO's not here at the moment. I've got to change the slip clutches on the PTO drive. Yeah. They were quite bad. You could smell that. Oh really? Yeah. Normally it's a good sign that they've been worn. Yeah. Yep. So we've got to change those, and then we just check all the components in the hydraulics and the electrics, and we've got to change the auger drive chain on this one.
Yes.
That's quite badly worn.
Because in here this all moves, doesn't it? Have you got a key for this?
Oh, I have got, I'll get.
Because there's a lot going on in these headers, isn't there?
There's a lot going on. There we go.
And these are made in a way to adjust the table, isn't it? Because the table will come right out forward.
That's right. So this, as the bed goes out, this mechanism will rock forward to get the stretch and the length in the belt.
Yeah.
And obviously this bit runs the knives, and then this chain here runs the auger. So that will turn on the auger.
Oh yeah.
Runs all that. Like I say, this is all worn and very tight.
Does one run everything? Is it
this chain will run the auger?
Yeah.
And this one just runs the belt. So if you take that off, just get the auger, but the knife wouldn't work, and vice versa. Yeah. And we've got to change some blades.
And obviously this here is running backwards and forwards. Yeah,
this knuckle here is literally travelling at a rate on this knuckle here. And we've got to change about 30 knife blades. I actually changed the whole knife section all the way last year. Yeah. But I think you've had a lot of rough ground. Right. So there's about 30 blades that are smashed and broken. And
oh, right. Blame the combine man. Blame the driver. Blame the driver.
I put my hands up.
He likes to push it. Well, last year, you know, we had short windows, so he was pushing it along. I know he was. Well, now's the time to fit. You know, now's the time to replace what needs to be replaced. Isn't it?
Get it all done. Get it all.
Do you get many of these? Do you get many of these? Can these interfere with the knives?
No, they're at a level.
So you can't accidentally scoop your knives in them? No.
No, not unless there's something wrong.
No. I know last year we had one of these fingers. One of these.
Yeah, they're designed to break. If something goes in there, like a heavy object, stone, anything like that. Yeah. They're designed, there's a weak point on there and they snap and come off. Sometimes they get left inside the auger, which is a bit of a problem because they just rattle and bang around. Yeah. But they're easy to replace, same as the tines. So
how many days have you had over it now?
4 days.
Really? 4 days? Yeah. Oh wow, yeah.
4 days. Should get finished tomorrow, get everything running, get it all done, get it in a running state, get it calibrated. Yeah. And what does a calibration mean? Basically you're calibrating the machine to the header to the ground, and all the working mechanisms and sensors that are all working correctly and how they should be, all at the running speeds. And then that should be, like I say, all harvest ready. And
I saw in your yard yesterday there was a brand new CR1090.
There is.
Wasn't there?
Yeah.
Where's the CR11?
We haven't got one in our area at the moment.
Why not? Because I need to film it when it's here, don't I?
Above my pay grade.
I think one of the guys did tell me, he said that, you know, bringing one up to demo in the area. You know, someone will get it.
I believe so. I'm not too sure what's going on at the moment.
It's a monstrous thing. Have you seen it?
I haven't even had a good look at it yet.
Have you not?
No, I think most farmers have seen more than I have.
We saw it at the show and Jesus, I've never seen anything like it. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a machine and a half.
Is that something you'll get trained up on?
We will do eventually. Once we get them in our area, we'll get trained up on them, like everything else.
How much are they? Do you know how much they are?
I don't think there's a price on there at the moment.
Is there not?
No, I wouldn't want to guesstimate, really, to be fair.
No, I think I don't know, that X9 combine, what did they say? That was 700,000? Oh my goodness.
Probably about £1 million, I expect.
Oh my heck. That's out of reach for us.
That's probably without the header as well.
Yeah, enormous things. But, you know, when the window's short, you need a machine like that, don't you?
Need a big machine, big grain carts.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it'd be a lot to do.
Well, thanks for talking with us.
That's okay, no problem.
Yeah. I'm glad I caught you. Nice one, thank you very much.
Right, you're welcome.
There we go, there's more to it than just a simple service, you know, it's a hell of a thing. But it'll be right when the time's right, everything will be right, ready to go, and we shouldn't have to worry about anything. But yeah, lots going on. That was the man from Turners doing the combine there, and he is very particular about them. Like you heard him say, he's been around it 4 days now, so yeah, I think he said he will be done by the end of tomorrow, so that'll be good. That combine will be ready. But yeah, Turners guys are always really handy. Yeah, really good guys as well, you know, really helpful. They're, you know, just what you want. If we're up here in the next few days, we'll go out there and have a look, but it's wet, everything's wet at the moment, but there are some slight hints of drier weather coming, so maybe into next week we might, and it is a might, be getting on with some more field work. We'll see. But we got the hay fan on. We're gonna get those serviced and ready to go for the summer. Just keep ticking off the boxes. We're just over in the field. We this is the first one we drilled, the oats. So I just want to check and make sure that, you know, things are growing. Get off the headland a bit and
just starting.
look at that, look. Yeah, that's all right. That's what you want to see. Let's have a little dig down.
That was only just about starting.
Yeah, there they are, Rob, look. There's another one. Yeah, just sprouting, aren't they?
Just starting, yeah.
Want some dry on it now, doesn't it? There's another one. You get your eye in, you can see them, can't you? But it is, you know, it's sticky about them. These are the good fields, you know, these are the light sandy fields. The forecast is a bit drier next week, so I don't know. Let's have a look. That's a good sign.
Starting.
But yeah, there's been some rain, and we got, well, there's more rain coming tonight, so I don't know how much we're going to get, but then it's going to be a good drying weekend, so we'll see. But yeah, things really want to dry up now, but I've been saying that for a long time. At least, you know, it's all on the move and it's all starting to grow, so that's something. Back in the calving shed. There aren't many to go. I think that's 26. 26, around that number. Right. This one here is number 15. She is humongous. She's very close. We don't know what she's going to give birth to. Either a monster or, I don't know. Got to be twins or something. We suspect twins. So the majority of them in here. You know, there's going to be, I don't know, farmer reckons there's still 3 weeks left. There still could be a few surprises, so. But there's most likely going to be around the 10 sort of number left. 10, I would suspect, that aren't in calf. Could have them PD'd, you know. You could have a vet. If a vet's here for a problem, we might just you know, get a gate and a crush set up and get her to PD them. But you know, after a certain date, I can't remember the date, but it's early May, they should be done and dusted, you know. They unless they're very, very late, which I highly doubt. Yeah, 15 is very close. There is another quite close in here, and there are a few. There's 5 or 6 just showing signs of springing. This is the latest and greatest. This is number 300. He's a lovely little thing. We'll move him across tomorrow. There's no need for him to be in here, really. We'll move him and his mum across. Yeah, so at the end of it all, cows that haven't calved, farmer will then start looking through records. He will start seeing if that cow has not provided, you know, in the past, if there's been any problems with that cow in the past, how old that cow is, and you know, he just looks at a few things and decides the future of that cow's future in the herd, you know, because if she hasn't provided for 2 years and she was a problem cow the year before, and she's older, then you know, there's not much chance that cow's going to stay here very long. So yeah, farmer makes those decisions, and yeah, the calves having a wee. They're on some silage that we brought home last week, and yeah, God, it makes them it makes them poo a bit looser, so makes the sheds look hell of a mess. So we're putting a lot more in. You alright there, girl? This is one of the older ones, 291. Steady. But yeah, that's the last lot to carve anyway. I'm quite interested to see what she's got inside her. She is humongous. She looks like, me and Rob actually thought the other day she might pop. They get this thing that happens sometimes if they eat too much rich silage. They get this build-up of gases and they blow up like a balloon, and then the vet has to come, stab this thing in their stomach, and it lets all the gases out, and it absolutely stinks. But yeah, me and Rob thought she was gonna she was blowing up like that, but I don't know, she's just huge. So this side of the shed, it's gonna rain tonight, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna get all these feed troughs out, clean the shed out, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to stay a little bit drier. You know, they're promising a little bit drier for next week. So all the little calves are in here. Everything's doing really well actually, apart from that one that died. That was one of the oldest in the oldest shed. Really surprised us. We didn't know what went on there really. Just a freak accident or a freak death, heart attack, something like that, you know. It happens in the animals as well. So Cole will be here, and I imagine he'll be here next week, because we could get on with some of them. It's a big group. The older ones need their horns dehorning now. Some of the younger ones won't be showing them, but what we'll do is the ones we dehorn, we'll put their second tag in, and then everything with one tag we'll run through again in another 3 weeks and just check them and dehorn whatever comes out of those. A lot of them this year, hell of a lot of them don't have horns. Look at this chunky. Got some real belters this year. Got one fast asleep over here. Yeah, on the whole, I think calving's gone a little bit easier this time. We haven't seemed to have jabbed so many as so far, you know, for antibiotics. We haven't suffered as bad with pneumonia and stuff like that. So, but you know, we're not at the very end of it yet, and there's most likely going to be a problem or two still to come. I like this one, this real light coloured one. He stands out, doesn't he? Right, anyway, we've just had a delivery. Look at this thing. All right, mate. Yeah, some real belters. They're all in here laid down. Anyway, yeah, that's the calves. Chris from Dallas Keith came over with this. Inside there is a barrel full of it's molasses with high magnesium content. So the old man, he will take out these containers, and I'll show you. It's more to do with time for when cows go out to fresh grass. But he said he dropped off some new design buckets that they got as well. Now, before they brought us some bio buckets, which were very, very good, but he said he'd changed the design on these feed blocks. So this one, we'll take this out at the same time. We'll just take it out for the cows. And this is a high magnesium bucket as well. But I actually preferred the idea of the biodegradable ones. But yeah, that's their new bucket. Look. We like Dallas Keith, you know, they're a nice company, they're local, and you know, they're easy to deal with, so you know, we like them. I shan't open it, but when we take cows out, we'll take it along with us, and I'll show you what the molasses is. It looks like we call it treacle actually. This tap goes on the end, and I'll show you when we're putting cows out. I'll show you what it all is. Cows lick the tubs, and the molasses is it's the encouragement to have it, if you know what I mean. It's they like the molasses, and it keeps them high in magnesium, stops them getting grass staggers. So yeah, well, it won't be long, you know, 2 to 3 weeks, cows will be starting to go out. But yeah, they're smart, aren't they? You know, new design. Anyway, that's where we're going to leave it. Farmer's been doing some work on here. He's been in there. There's a box. It's where these two wires run here. It works the suspension and yes, the air ride on the suspension. But it's a right minefield. You fix one air leak. Basically what's happening was it kept losing air pressure, and then the pump's running all the time, pumping the cab back up, and then it loses air pressure, and all you can hear is the pump going off all the time. And they're just fiddly little air pipes inside the box in there. It's a bit fiddly to get it out. Farmer's had it out, and yeah, found another problem. It's just constant. So he's actually found some kits to change these airbags to springs, which might be a better thing, you know. We're forever in there mending air leaks, so you know, I think the air ride's probably better. But every morning you were coming down to it and it was sat here on the tyres, and then take forever to pump up. But yeah, anyway, Farmer and Linda have gone off for this afternoon, and they're actually looking at buying another bull. This is our Chevrolet. This is Riley. He was only here last year. He's go in with him because he ain't gonna get up, but yeah, he's a hell of a thing, and he's a great big, you know, he's provided as well. We've got a hell of a lot of calves this time off him, but for some reason, shortly after we put him out last year, he went lame on his front leg. You know, we tried to put him right with antibiotics. It hasn't worked. We've had the foot trimmer to him. He's found a growth between his toes that he thinks is pretty sore for him, and yeah, he's just constantly lame on it. But we're going to watch him in the sheds. Farmer and Linda's gone to look at another stabilizer, because we're going to have to replace Dave, the stabilizer, next year anyway. So he's a bit of a backup for this bull, so we'll see what they come back with. Old Ricky next door, I think he's, you know, I think there's going to be a change of I don't know how long Ricky's got. It's whenever their daughters start coming into the herd, you've got to be very careful. You don't want to put fathers with daughters. So yeah, some of the bulls have a quick turnaround, you know, 3 or 4 years, and that's their time. But we're going to watch him when they go in the shed, which will be in a couple of weeks. You know, I don't know how long it'll be. Where are we? Yeah, it could be, you know, 10 days time, something like that. Where we're going into the sheds. We'll watch him. If he's doing the business and he's not too lame, you know, we might just swap him out halfway through the year with the other bull and give him a rest. You know, we'll just see. We're just going to play it by ear. But Farmer's a bit worried about him and doesn't want to be, you know, buying a bull last minute in the middle of summer to try and, just in case he's not going to perform. But he's, you know, he's all right, and he hasn't lost condition. He's put condition on. He's a hell of a thing. He's long, you know. His calves are going to be something else. I know they don't come without problems. You know, big calves, big Chevrolet calves, where all our problems have been this year. Big Chevrolet calves, but that just comes with the size of the animal, I'm afraid. So yeah, but the stabilizers, you know, they've been easy calvers. Limousines, easy calvers. And the Angus as well, you know, a nice small calf out the Angus for the heifers. All of that's worked. And you know, if you want big calves, that's where your money is. But it's not without problems. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. We'll catch you next time. Sorry it hasn't been much of a video for you, but yeah, hopefully in the next few days things are going to start picking up a bit. But we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.